The letter arrived without a stamp, lying on my table like something alive. No address, no return name, only 3 words written in silver ink. Come home, Aria. My hands trembled, because no one had called me home since my parents drowned with the winter sea. Inside the envelope lay a key, old, blackened, heavy, and a card. Blackmere Estate stands where the ocean forgets itself. You once promised you would return. So did I. At the bottom, Rowan Vale. Rowan. The name folded my breath. 3 months ago, he had appeared in my life like a storm disguised as a man. Wealthy, distant, tender only when he thought I wasn't looking. Our love had grown dangerously fast, like fire and silk. Then, without warning, he vanished. No calls, no letters, no explanation, and now a key. Outside my window, the city rain whispered like gossip. Inside my chest, something older than logic began to wake. By nightfall, I was already on the road. Blackmere Estate rose from the cliffs like a forgotten crown. The sea crashed beneath it, violent and endless, as if trying to climb back into the sky. Fog stitched itself through iron gates carved with roses that never bloomed. When I touched the gate, it opened, not pushed, not pulled. Opened. The mansion inhaled me. Inside, the air smelled of salt, old wood, and secrets that had learned patience. Chandeliers trembled slightly, as if remembering light. Long corridors curved like thoughts no one finished. The corridors seemed to breathe with me, each creak a secret, and each shadow a warning. The chandeliers swayed as if remembering long-forgotten dances, and the air was thick with the perfume of memory, sweet, bitter, and dangerous. I felt eyes on me, though I could see nothing, and my heartbeat drummed in echo with the sea beyond the cliffs. Every step forward was a choice between curiosity and survival. Rowan waited near the windows, tall and still, beautiful in the way danger often is. You came, he said, his voice still knowing my pulse. You disappeared, I answered. His eyes softened, but did not apologize. The past finally stopped hiding, he murmured, and it called you here. He stepped closer, the space between us filling with heat and fear. Rowan, what is this place? His fingers brushed mine. My first marriage died here. The word died did not sound honest. In her name, I asked. He hesitated. Lyra. The house exhaled when he said it. That night, sleep refused me. Blackmere whispered. Walls clicked. Floors sighed. The sea moaned beneath my dreams. At midnight, I heard footsteps. Slow. Border. Not Rowan's. I followed the sound down the east corridor, where moonlight spilled on portraits, women in white, women in shadow, women who looked unfinished. At the end hung a painting larger than the rest. A woman stared from it. Long black hair, silver eyes, a smile that seemed to know secrets about me. On the frame, Lyra Vale. My reflection trembled beside her face. We were similar. Behind me, a voice. She had your hands. Rowan stood in the doorway. She touched things gently, he continued. I could not tear my eyes from her face. Every brushstroke seemed to breathe. Every shadow in her silver eyes alive with unspoken warnings. The air thickened, carrying the scent of old perfume and danger. And I felt the walls lean closer, as if eager to reveal secrets I was not ready to hear. A shiver crawled up my spine. The house was watching, waiting, and I had just stepped into its gaze. Like you. Did she die? I whispered. He did not answer. Instead, he handed me a bundle of letters tied in blue thread. They were never sent. The first line burned my skin. If I vanish, it's because love can become a prison. My heart began to understand danger. On the third night, Blackmere showed me its truth. The west wing had always been locked. That night, the key from the letter grew warm in my pocket. I followed the pull. The door opened into Lyra's room. Perfume still lived there. The room held a quiet accusation, as if Lyra herself lingered in every corner. The key's warmth pulsed against my palm, guiding me like a heartbeat in the dark. Dust motes shimmered in the pale moonlight, and I could swear the mirrors blinked, reflecting not only me, but whispers of someone else who had once dreamed here, waited here, and never left. My chest tightened. The house was alive, and it was watching. The bed sheets were untouched by time. Mirrors waited like witnesses. On the vanity sat a music box, slowly turning without hands. Inside the drawer, I found a recording device. I pressed play. Lyra's voice filled the air. Rowan doesn't love. He collects. He shapes. He replaces. My breath collapsed. The recording continued. If you are hearing this, he has found someone new, someone softer, someone who believes safety is love. I felt the house lean closer. Then her final whisper, "Do not become me." Behind me, the door clicked shut. Rowan stood inside the room with me. His eyes were not gentle now. "They always search," he said quietly. "Love makes women curious." "Rowan, what did you do to her?" He stepped closer. "I preserve her." Fear and desire tangled inside my ribs. "You're lying," I said. He smiled, beautifully, terribly. "No, Aria. I perfected her." He did not touch me. He watched me like art. "Lyra wanted freedom," he continued softly. "But love is control disguised as protection." My voice shook. "You imprisoned her. She tried to leave," he said. "And people who leave destroy what they promised." The sea roared below us. My heart whispered one truth. I was not his wife. I was his replacement. "You brought me here to become her," I said. Rowan tilted his head. "To become better." The mansion seemed to sigh around me, as though acknowledging my fate. The ocean thrashed against the cliffs below, a dark symphony echoing my pulse. Shadows stretched like fingers across the corridor, and every distant whisper felt like a warning. I pressed my hands against my chest, feeling the fragile barrier between fear and desire crumble, knowing that the house and Rowan held me exactly where they wanted. Suddenly, the house lights died. Only moon and ocean remained. From the dark corridor came a sound. Breathing. Not mine. Not his. A woman's. Slow. Alive. And then a voice, ruined but familiar. "Rowan." From the shadows, Lyra stepped forward. Not dead. Not gone. Scarred. Burned by memory. Alive by hatred. Rowan stumbled backward. You stayed hidden." Lyra's silver eyes found mine. "Because he needed a mirror," she said. "And you were beautiful enough to finish the trap." My pulse froze. "You used me?" Lyra nodded gently. "He would never confess unless he loved again." Rowan screamed, but the house screamed louder. Lyra held a device in her shaking hands. "A detonator. This mansion was built on lies," she said. "So it dies on truth." Rowan rushed toward her. I moved first. I grabbed his arm. He looked at me, finally afraid. "Aria, I loved you." "No, you whispered. You curated me." Lyra pressed the trigger. Blackmere began to burn from its bones. Walls cracked. Glass screamed. The sea roared upward. Lyra turned to me. "Run." Rowan tried to follow. The floor collapsed beneath him. His scream dissolved into the ocean. I ran with Lyra through smoke and falling light. Behind us, Blackmere folded into fire and waves. Smoke and fire twisted around us, the mansion groaning like a beast betrayed. Each step forward felt heavier, as if the ground itself tried to hold us back. My lungs burned with salt and fear. My heart drummed against my ribs in frantic rhythm. But with every glance at Lyra beside me, I felt a thread of courage, fragile, trembling, yet unbroken, guiding me toward survival and freedom. At dawn, we sat on the cold shore. The mansion was gone. So was Rowan. Lyra's hands shook beside mine. "You could hate me," she said softly. "I could," I answered. "But you saved me before I disappeared inside him." The sea calmed. For the first time, silence felt safe. Lyra stood. "I will vanish now," she said. "Freedom finally belongs to me." She walked into the fog and became memory. I remained, not broken, not owned, not replaced, only awake. Later, when the sun climbed the water, I found something in my pocket. Rowan's old key. It had melted into a heart-shaped piece of black glass. Love, I realized, can imprison. But truth burns the cage. And I walked forward beyond the ordinary. Golden light spilled over the cliffs, warming my shoulders as if the world itself approved my freedom. I breathed in the morning air, feeling the weight of the past dissolve like mist over the cliffs. Every scar, every shadow, every secret felt lighter now, as if the world had shifted just for me. Beyond fear, beyond fire, beyond love that had imprisoned me, I stepped forward with eyes wide open, ready for whatever lay beyond the ordinary. And so the past was burned, the cage shattered, and she stepped into a world where love no longer imprisoned. Forever. Beyond the ordinary. Some doors close forever, but the whispers of the past never fade. Step carefully, for beyond the ordinary, another secret waits. Will you follow it?